All right, this was example 2. I'm going to scroll down to example 3, and we're just going to get to it. So factor out the common GCF. In this case, there is no GCF on this. So no GCF. So no GCF. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by grouping these terms. So we have x cubed plus x. Oh, fell for a trick already. X cubed plus x. Look what I was about to write. I was about to write x cubed plus x. I would say another step is rearrange this. Make sure it's rearranged in order of descending variables. So what does that mean? You'll understand that in a second. So minus 5x squared. Minus 5x squared. Oh, I hate this pen. Plus x minus 5. If you do not have these polynomials in order, it won't work. I'm sure there's exceptions to the rules, but in this case, you need to make sure it descends. So this is x cubed, x squared, x to the 1, and then 5 with no variable. Cool. Now we can go ahead and group. So what that means is I have my x cubed minus my 5x squared. And I'm going to slap my parentheses around this. And again, this is not technically mathematically correct. This looks like we're going to be multiplying things, but in this case, it's just a step. So get comfortable with that. This is what we got. So, all right. Now I have x cubed minus 5x squared. I'm going to look at these separately. Do I have any x's to pull out in this one? The answer is yes, I do. I have an x squared I can rip out in this. X squared, which leaves me with x minus 5. And then this one, x minus 5, doesn't have anything to put out there. When that's the case, and there's nothing to put there, I'm going to do this. Whenever there's nothing to actually factor out, I'm going to add in a plus 1. And that'll help you with seeing what comes next. And the reason why I add that plus 1 is because, y'all, let me ask you a question. Mathematically, don't write this down, does 6 times 1, isn't it the same thing as 6? Isn't 7 times 1 the same thing as 7? So does multiplying anything by a positive 1 change its value? The answer is no. So when I can't factor something out, I go ahead and I throw in a positive 1. So I know that that's there. Now check out what we have here. We have common terms. We have a x minus 5, and we have an x minus 5. So now we get to basically pull that out. So now we're going to pull that out, and that gives us x minus 5. X minus 5. We're going to put that in there, and then that leaves us with x squared plus 1. X squared plus 1. And, oh, I hate this pen. Y'all, it's killing me. Okay. Finish my parenthesis. Okay. Now we want to reorganize it and make it look pretty. What does that mean? Put the big variable first. That's all. Math is 2 things. It's very technical, but there's also an art factor to it, an art piece to it. And the prettier, the better. But I guess I say that as this handwriting is crazy. Shut up. You don't know me. All right. There you go. Boom. That's the answer. And that's the end. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next example.